everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we'll see a team that can get it done on the ground. The Seahawks are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against the Rams team that wants to keep the running game in check.
Okay, Larry, we are just south of historic Pioneer Square at CenturyLink Field in the beautiful city of Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now a handoff here to his running back. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They go play action here on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and it's second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Second down now after the incompletion. Now gone. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now gone. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Here's the former Bronco. It's C.J. Anderson with his first carry. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. On second down, Anderson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Here's Wilson, flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They start the drive with Anderson. And some space here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. That O-line that cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big hook up there. Wilson to Baldwin. 44 yards. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
In motion left goes a tight end. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a 2nd down. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. There they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returnable for Lockett. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Screen play, Anderson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Here's Austin. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
The Rams on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the 1st down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the 1st down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the 1st down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Now it's Lockett. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he's got room. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. We remind you that coming up later tonight, this is going to be a good one. The Cowboys and the Raiders going at it in the East Bay.
Oh, that's old school right there.
Old school indeed. Then Monday night, another good late-season matchup. The Falcons and the Buccaneers from Tampa to wrap up Week 15. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. K.J. Wright in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Johnny Hekker now. He's been terrific so far. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Aaron Donald in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. Now Anderson running right. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
On second down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The rookie from Michigan State, Malik McDowell. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. To throw is Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Aaron Donald in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, and hit them over the top.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he is knocked down from the side. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here's Wilson to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The rookie from Michigan State, Malik McDowell. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Wilson throwing on 3rd and long. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Now Austin. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. On 1st down, gone. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Goff. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 7 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Goff on 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Goff now looking to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter is starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And Zerline's kick is good. A first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've come to half. Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They run again on 1st down. Anderson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now he's forced out left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Anderson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. And now Wilson unhappy with something he saw there as he's going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now Wilson. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
To throw on second down is gone. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Looking for Woods that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taken from just outside the 30. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. Toss play. This is Anderson. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Again, Anderson. Room here to run. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Down to about the 22 here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and While that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now on second down, this is Gore. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And the offense in a great spot. It's first and goal from the 3. They come out here in the I. They'll try and push it in with Gore. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll run for it with Anderson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. C.J. Anderson with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is right through. Out to kick is Janikowski. Carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Back to throw, Goff. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a first down throw. Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A very solid gain of 27. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him?
And the ball is knocked out, and the Seahawks have recovered.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They pitch it out to Anderson. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They run it again with Anderson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. first and 10. Goff. Quick pitch, complete. It's Woods. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right near the 39. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They toss it left side to Anderson. Some nifty running, but it only gets him to the 45. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Flushed out right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Marshawn Lattimore, the rookie from Ohio State.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Goff. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now it's Goff. They got him in. It's Woods. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Whistles in a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. Here's Wilson. Steps away. And Dwayne Allen on the ground. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The Seahawks on third down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll run Anderson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And now it's 2nd and goal. So they'll try again with Anderson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Wilson to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And that hits the right upright, but goes in anyway. Oh, friendly bounce there that could have gone either way easily, but he gets it to go. And that will extend their lead even further. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish,
Ball.